So I got this question from one of my listeners, and to keep his privacy safe, I blocked out his name and location, but let me read this to you. Hello, Amir. This is John, and I've recently commented on your live stream last week and wanted to send you a message. I'm 21 years old, and I live with my mother. My parents are divorced since I graduated high school in the year 2015. I've graduated with an electrical degree in trade school. I have trouble with having a routine, motivation, goals, and listening to people's opinions on what they have to say about what I like to do, and I don't know how to ignore it, as well as building my vocabulary, which I have a hard time. My current life situation is I live in blank, at home with my mother. It's a real toxic environment. I see my father every other weekend, Friday to Sunday. I work as a part-time at blank warehouse, which I worked for 5 years, in the afternoon. In the beginning of the day and in the morning, I have no plans on doing anything productive whatsoever. So basically, my life is a total mess. I've watched your videos on eating healthy, working out, building routine, time management, energy management, and outcome lists, which I would love to pursue, but never have the follow through. Hope this helps. Any further questions you have, please ask me more about that. Please ask me. I'm more than happy to, and definitely want to work out things to help you and me. You're a smart guy, and that's why I'm reaching out. Well, first of all, John, I just want to thank you for reaching out, man. It takes a lot of courage to write this out and ask for help. That's the first step in any healing process, regardless of what it is in life. So there's a couple of things I want to touch base over here, and I'll try to keep this video short for you. You're a smart cookie, man. You're young and you're smart. You finished for your electrical degree in school. Obviously, you're committed. You go to work for 5 years. You're a reliable person. It's not like you're a dumb individual, man. You want to become better. You want to better yourself. You're reading books. You're listening to YouTube videos. But there's one line in here that caught my attention that's kind of like the first domino series in everything in your life. The fact that you said, in quotations, a real toxic environment with the fact that you're living with your mother. Now, in nature and in science, one thing that people have to understand is life is dictated by your environment. There's an old age battle about nurture versus nature. In fact, they're both right. Nature or nurture affects nature, and nature affects nurture. It's a cyclical cycle. And so you're born with certain genetics. You're born with a certain upbringing. And based on your upbringing determines on how you behave. Right? So right now, you're in this toxic environment, whether that is verbal toxicity, physical toxicity, mental ban, all this other stuff. You have so much pressure, and no matter what systems you create, no matter what plans you create, you cannot win in a bad environment. You cannot. This applies to everybody that's trying to do something in their life, whether it's to get better finances, better health, start a business, whatever. It doesn't matter. If you don't have a proper environment that's conducive to your success, you will not succeed. I want to repeat that again. If you do not create the proper environment for success, you will not succeed. So my question to you is, what's stopping you right now from leaving your mother's house? You make money, you're a smart cookie, you're 21. If I were you, I would get the fuck out of there. I don't know what kind of relationship you have with your mother or with your father. In this case, it might seem you have a better relationship with your father. You're 21, so there's no legal stature to tell you what to do. You're a grown adult. You can consent to your own stuff. And so for me, looking at this, I'd be like, why aren't you living on yourself? Why aren't you living by yourself? I would create a quarterly plan, something simple, something achievable for the next 90 days, no different than a business. I'd be like, what do I want to achieve in the next 90 days? Whether that is more finances, more health, maybe you pick 1 point on each. I'd find a proper a rental condo or a house near a gym that you can walk to. Logistics is really important. Majority of the reasons why people aren't successful in what they do is logistics aren't conducive to success. If you have to travel 45 minutes to your gym, I really doubt it that you're going to go to the gym. But if you got to walk 10 minutes, the statistics of you walking there and going to the gym is very high, right? It's the least barrier to entry. So it goes back to behavioral psychology, right? So get a condo near a gym or a room in a house. That's the first step. Number 2 is like, you got to start surrounding yourself with better people. Then the question comes is, where do you find these better people? In my experiences, there's a million groups out there. Go to meetup.com, type in a certain topic, entrepreneur, workout, psychedelic, whatever, doesn't matter. There's groups out there for everybody. Go to that group. Start surrounding yourself with people. There's a saying, you are the sum of your friends, right? So, or the The five most common people that you spend time with, you're usually the average of them. And so audit your 5 people that you spend time with. And most likely you are like them. And so I would leave you with that, man. It's like, I think you have a bright future, man. Smart cookie, electrical degree, 21 years old, hardworking. You obviously want to make a better version of yourself. You obviously understand the need to communicate and reach out, which takes a lot of bravery. But fuck it, man. Grab your own condo, grab your own apartment, start being dependent, 100% independent for yourself, and take it from there. And again, keep me posted, you know? And this applies to anybody, guys. Like, a lot of people probably have the same situation as John over here. And it's all about controlling your environment. Just remember that. If you don't control your environment controls you.